see. Okay, thanks. Okay, good evening. I'm going to call the December 12th, 2023 Finance meeting to order. I am present, Councilmember Brennan, Councilmember De La Rada, Councilmember McPartlin, Councilmember Moskowitz, Comptroller Beth Greenwood, Town Attorney Finnan, Michelle Martinelli, Seth Goldstein, Diane Percy, Eric Amberger, Matt Yetto, Ray Smith, Clark Henry, and Chief Koshin are present. We have one member of the public present, and no Gazette. All right. Well, we'll have to keep moving on then. All right. May I have a motion to approve the meeting minutes from the November 9th, 2023 Finance meeting?
Motion to approve the minutes from the November 9th meeting.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Are there any changes to those minutes? Okay, seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Those minutes are approved, and we will move on to items for action.
Okay, the first thing we have is a resolution authorizing the supervisor to sign a two-year renewal with Comp Alliance for our workers' compensation insurance. We actually received an award from them for doing such a good job and having a good safety program and very few injuries. They were able to get us a very good rate and lock it in for 2 years. So we're very pleased with that. Second item is a resolution to set the town meeting calendar for next year. Third is tentative. We're looking at a resolution to accept the financial report for town officials for 2022 if the auditor is able to get those back to us. The court requires that those be accepted by resolution to be sent up to the 4th JD annually. The next item, excuse me, is just a resolution setting the salary schedule for the non-rep town employees and the part-time employees for next year.
When will we be getting that document and the town calendar, the meeting calendar?
Regarding the calendar, we'll know a little bit more at the end of this meeting.
Okay.
I was going to get those together to have to Elena for the resolutions. I wasn't 100% sure if they were going to be on for this next week because we've only got the 1 week in between, if we were going to do them now or at the organizational meeting. So that was kind of in limbo.
I think we try to do them in the calendar piece in January, don't we? Or I'm sorry, in December.
Yes, we usually do try to.
Okay.
Okay, I'm looking for finance approval to sign a service agreement with BioMar Consulting LLC. It's just a name change from the company we currently use to do all of our drug testing and our initial employee medical. The owner is retiring and the person who has been working with him is taking over. So the name of the company is changing, but they are going to continue offering all the same services for the same prices.
Okay. Does anyone have any questions?
I did send that contract along just to.
All right. So I'd like to get approval for the comptroller to sign a service agreement with BMR Consulting LLC. All those in favor, please signify. Is there something else we need to do? Oh, okay. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay, that is approved.
Okay, thank you very much. The next item is finance approval for the purchase of network switches for the computer system. At the time, Seth didn't have the quote yet, but he does now. It was $9,300.
This is a budgeted item.
It
correct?
is correct. It's just above the threshold for him to spend.
Does anybody have any questions? Okay. Go back.
Thank you. All right. Approval for the purchase of network switches not to exceed $10,000, even though we have the actual quote, $9,300. Okay. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay, that is approved.
Okay, thank you very much. We have discussion regarding the budgetary modifications. Again, we're getting to the end of the year, so we're just shifting things around a little bit where we need to make sure we're meeting all of our obligations. The next item, I just wanted to make mention in the public forum. I know this has been mentioned at several other committees. We have a number of jobs currently posted on the Taubman website for various positions throughout the town. And I would just encourage people, if they know anyone who is looking for work, to please look there and check that out. We are hiring and we would like to have more candidates to choose from if possible. So,
All right, the next item is a discussion for committee assignments. In January of 2022, the town board voted to amend the rules and procedures for committees of the town board, which basically changed some of the structuring of our committees. I am recommending that we return to our previous committees that were approved in 2020. So what that would look like is we would return to water and sewer and engineering. We would have highway, parks, and recreation. We would have economic development, historic preservation, and environmental conservation. We would have police and public safety, and finance and general government committee. One of the reasons I'm proposing that we return to that format is because over the past 2 years, I've seen how the highway and parks department is so closely intertwined with the programming, the community programming, the youth programming, more specifically, the maintaining of fields, sports facilities and fields, and the close connection and relationship that occurs between the department heads for those, to address the resident concerns and to meet the needs of our programming. Water, sewer, and engineering is a significant committee. It has a very large budget. It oversees our wastewater treatment plant, our water treatment, transfer station. So it's returning to those configurations, I think, would be useful. It would benefit the employees as well as our residents. There's a president for the organizational structure. In thinking about who would lead those different committees, I will be assigning Councilmember Moskowitz to water, sewer, and engineering, and highway, parks, and transportation to Councilmember Brennan. Councilmember McPartlin. You will stay, Councilmember Brennan, with police and public safety, and Councilmember De La Rada will stay with economic development, historic preservation, and environmental conservation. I think it leverages strengths, and it also allows individuals to explore new areas and learn more about government and the different committees and the different departments. So are there any questions, comments? Okay, we're looking to, we will either vote on that resolution, we'll add it to the agenda for next week, or we'll vote on it for the org meeting. Okay?
And then that'll be effective with January committee meetings?
Yes. So with that said, I'd like you to reach out to your respective department heads to select your meeting dates. Okay?
And it was water, sewer, and engineering?
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. That is why I wanted to follow up on the committee, the calendar dates. You asked about that. So you'll
Right, we're gonna wanna get that lined up
get that lined up
before next week or just,
and then relay that information to my office. And we will make sure that those are represented on the calendar that we'll vote on at the town board meeting next week. Okay?
I think you prefer afternoon meetings, yes, more than mornings?
Currently afternoons, but that may change to mornings. So I'll talk to Matt in the next couple of days and see where we stand.
I think for town board, we only usually set the regular meeting dates. We don't usually do committee meeting dates.
Exactly.
we can move forward with that while that's, the
Yeah.
committee dates are being.
But I
worked
don't
out.
think it should take more than a week. I agree with you.
No, but I have deadlines for resolutions are tomorrow.
Did you
Yeah,
hear
no,
that?
we put them on a calendar, but they're not set like, as
They
you
know I
said.
sent out a reminder email earlier.
We can do a resolution for
I'm not pointing at anyone.
with just the regular. So we can do a resolution for next week with just the agenda and regular meeting dates.
Yes.
And then
that's
add the
what-
committee meetings.
To the regular, to our calendar, to the
calendar.
website. and
But those don't
everything.
run resolution, do they?
No, that's what Elena was explaining.
Right. Okay.
But I would like that organized as
Finalized.
soon as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, because beginning of January, gets here quick.
It does.
It's only a couple weeks away.
Now, this doesn't need to go for resolution, but I thought I would just share the oath ceremony for the newly elected officials will be on January 1st at 12 noon. I would like to schedule the org meeting for either the evening of the 2nd or the 3rd. Can you check your calendars to see if that could possibly work? I'm sorry, Matt Yetto, I'm potentially moving it up a week. Oh, let's do the 3rd. Yes,
That's the only available date.
Can you
for me
do
is
the
the
third?
3rd.
the
org
org meeting.
meeting.
At what time?
If not, we can keep it for the finance and agenda meeting, and we'll just do the org meeting before. Is that what we did in the past? We can do that as well.
Would it make sense to do it on January 1st, right after that's New Year's Day, though? I mean,
We
it's
can't.
a holiday.
Okay, then I think we'll have to keep it with the, sorry, my eyeglasses, the 9th. Okay. Matt Yetto's happy.
Then we're all happy.
Then we're all happy. All right, thank you. Gosh, these are not clean. Okay,
See what happens? We got to plan ahead, right?
you
hard.
know,
It's hard.
we do the best we can.
That's all we can.
We got a lot going on. We have grandchildren, we have traveling, we have life. Okay, no. Is that a problem? Oh, I understand. We'll keep it in mind. Okay. She needs the 3rd for the CAC meeting, meaning this room.
Probably.
Laura, we're going to do the 9th. Okay. I'm so cheeky today. All right. That's all I have.
Okay, and the next item is for the meeting next week. There will be a discussion, presentation rather, on reading the tax bill. Are you doing that? Do you need to say anything about that, or you'll just do it next week?
My goal is to have the copy of the tax bill on the screen and scroll some of the parts that are on it.
Eric,
Now that you've decided to speak on it, you should probably go up to the mic.
So
So that it's on
Something that
there.
I've asked our town assessor to do. I've
So-
asked him to prepare a presentation on the tax bill because when you speak to residents and, it's campaign season, it was, and you go out and people really don't understand their tax bills and they want to, think that this board is responsible for everything on that bill. And they, again, don't understand how to read it. So I asked Eric to put a presentation together about this.
So yeah, my goal is to have a sample tax bill on the screen, to go over some of the components of the tax bill. It's a little on the dry side. I'll try and keep it not too bad.
There'll be a quiz at the end.
Okay, I'm okay. I can handle Q&A.
No, we'll have the quiz.
Okay, I'm good with that.
You'll be quizzing us.
I'm going to point out how much of the between the September and the January tax bills are the town responsibility, which is not much. Most of it's the school, then we got the county, the town, fire districts. So, and my goal is also to have a copy of the sample tax bill on the front entrance, along with my talking points, so anybody can read it and follow along.
Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you.
Okay, and I need to add one item from the floor.
later.
Presentation for the public or for just you guys?
Public.
Public.
Has that been, I haven't
We
seen
don't
that.
normally do this stuff.
I'm sorry. I haven't seen any presentation about this meeting. So how are people going to really come? This is the finance agenda. It'll be on the agenda.
Okay, we will advertise that. Because we want lots of people to, yeah, good question.
Plus, it's going to then be available to the residents on the website to be able to watch it, right?
Okay, sorry, I have one thing to add from the floor. I just was brought to my attention that the time period for the permissive referendum with regard to consolidating the drainage and storm sewers has passed with no comment from the public, so we will need a resolution just to that effect. And that's all that I have.
Thank you. All right, well, moving on to, no. Do we have anything else to be added from the floor? Okay. Then that's all we have on tonight's finance and government meeting agenda. At this time, I'll make a motion to adjourn. Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Okay, we stand adjourned. We'll move to our agenda committee meeting at 7. Thanks.